Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to create one of my large candy canes. Here you can see several of my candy canes done in seed beads. These are size 08 seed beads. You could also use the smaller size seed beads as well. In this video I'm going to be doing one of my large candy canes. I have up a video for my even striped where they're the same width. Then I have a video for the 2 and 1, and today I'm going to do the video for the 3 and 1. Here is the information you will need for this video. This is Candy Cane 3-1 and it's large. I'll be using 4 feet of monofilament fishing line per video. There will be 2. I like the Stern High Impact, which you can get at Walmart or Amazon. I'll also be using my 4mm plastic faceted beads. I have crystal for the thin stripe, and I have red for the wide stripe. You see here you'll need 53 beads for the thin one and 129 beads for the wide stripe. I have all of my candy cane videos at this playlist so that you can easily access them all in one place. I do my candy canes with the cross weave, which is the 2-needle right angle weave. So with the cross weave I start with a start bead, and for this project we need a white or crystal bead. You put it on either string, doesn't matter which one. You let it drop down and it becomes the split to make your 2 strings. Now for the first part of this project, what we'll be doing is adding a bead to each string. Let them drop down to the other beads we've added. Then we will cross a bead and bring it down to the other beads. So for the first we need a white on the left string and a red on the right. And then we're going to cross with a red bead. There we've crossed. We'll bring it down, and there we have our first 4 beads. Now our next set is going to be all red, so we'll put a red on each string, and then we will cross with a red. Then we'll repeat that. We'll put a red on each string, and we will cross with a red. Now we'll put a red on the left string, a white on the right string, and we're going to cross with a white. Now every so often it's good to check to make sure you haven't gotten your strings mixed up. Your stripes, the higher bead should be on the left side and the lower bead should be on the right side. And as long as you're laid out that way, you bring your string up and you will know you have the correct string. Now we're going to add a white to the left, red to the right, and we're going to cross with a red. Now we'll do 2 sets of all red. So we'll put a red on each string and cross with a red. And repeat. red on the left string, white on the right, and we're going to cross with white, then a white on the left, and a red on the right, and cross with red, and we'll do 2 sets of all red, that's our second set. Now we'll put a red on the left, white on the right, and cross. And we'll take a quick look at what we have so far. So all your stripes are going the correct direction. Top is on the left side, bottom's on the right. And we have 1, 2, 3 red with 3 stripes in each, and then we have white in between. Now we'll add a white to the left, red to the right, cross with the red, and this time we're going to add 3 full sets of red. That is 1. That is 2. And 3. Then we will add a red to the left, white to the right, and cross white. Then we'll add a white to the left, red to the right, cross red. Now we're going to add 2 full sets of all red. That's 1. And 2. Now we'll add a red to the left, white to the right, and cross with white. Then a white to the left, red to the right, cross with a red, and we'll add 2 full sets of red. That's 1 set. Now we'll add a red to the left, white to the right, and cross with white. We'll take a quick pattern check. We have our 3 sets of reds with 3 stripes, then we have a set with 4, then we have 2 more with 3, and we have white in between. Alright, now our pattern's going to change up just a little bit. This next one we are going to add a white to the left, red to the right, and we're going to cross with a white this time. And we're going to add a red to the left, a white to the right, and we're going to cross with a red. And there you can see we have a slight V with white. Now we're going to add a red to each string. And we're going to cross with a white. And then we're going to add a white to each string. Cross with a red. Then add a red to each string. Cross with a white. Here you can see we're making little V's. Put a white on each string. And cross with a red. Now we're going to go all red this time. And then we're going to put a red on the left string, white on the right string, and we're going to cross with a white. And we're going to add a white to the left string, red to the right string, and cross with a red. Now as we've returned back to doing stripes, you want to double check and make sure that your stripe is going the same direction as your previous stripes. And before we move on, we'll look at the pattern. After we've had our stripes, we did a V with the white, and then we started small V's going this direction. And now we've returned to doing stripes. So we're going to do 2 sets of red, now we need a red on the left, a white on the right, and we're going to cross with a white. And we want a white on the left, red on the right, and cross with a red. we'll do 2 sets of red. Now we want a red on the left, white on the right, and cross with a white. We have a white on the left, red on the right, cross with red, and we will add 2 full sets of red. Now we will add a red to the left, white to the right, and we'll cross with a white. Then we'll add a white to the left, red to the right, cross with red, and then the last set for this section will be all red. And now before we check our pattern, we're going to count our center beads to make sure we have the correct number on. We should have 48. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, and 48. So we have the correct number of beads on. Now let's look at our pattern. We started off with our stripes. We have red 3 times with just 3. Then we have it with 4. And then we have 2 more with 3. Then we enter the section that looks different. We have a white V going this way. Then we have them going this way. Small section here with the V's. And then we return to the stripes and we go back to 3 for the reds. We do it 3 times. And then we end off with red. Alright. Now we're ready for the next part, which is connecting our 2 ends. Now you want the right string, which is the string on the side where your stripe is lowest. So you want the string on the right. And you're going to add a bead to it, which we want a white bead. And then you're going to go through the bead at the other end. What I do is I take my piece and I flip it over like this. And then I go through the bead on the end. Now we want to add another bead. We're going to cross it with both strings, and we want red for this bead. And there we have added or connected our 2 ends. Now for the next part, Here's the bead that our string is coming out of. And we're going to fold our piece so that we have the sides. Then we're going to go through one bead on each side. There's your bead with your string. You're going to go through one bead. Then we're going to cross a bead, and the first one we need is a white. And you bring it down, and there you have your set of beads on the side of your piece. Now we will repeat this process. There's the bead with our string coming out. We're going to go through one on each side, but instead of crossing, we're actually going to tie off because our string is very short. So let's do that. We can add this bead to either string because we're tying off, so we need a red bead. Oh wait, I forgot to go through the beads, the side beads. First you want to go through one bead on each side. Can't skip step B. Alright, now we've gone through one bead on each side. Now we're ready for step C, which we will take a red bead, add it to either string, and we'll tie our knot. I like to do a regular followed by a double overhand. That's where you go over twice, bring it down, slip it inside of the bead you just added. Once it's inside of it, then you can pull tight. And then I like to thread back 2 center beads, which is the beads you cross. So you go through one on each side and then cross. That's one. Then repeat. And then we'll clip off the excess. And we will continue in the next video. Hope to see you there.